Well, hey there, folks. Welcome to HR Staffing Summer Edition. This is a great class. It's very, very practical because you're going to learn how to write and then read job descriptions, to analyze jobs. You're going to learn how to create interview questions and analysis tools to help decide what candidates to hire, and then you're actually going to get practice interviewing folks. So it's a very, very practical, useful class that no matter whether you're HR or management or anybody, anything else, any other role where you might eventually have to interview people and make decisions on hiring people, you'll get some really practical first-hand experience on how to do that through this class. That's the good news, that it's a very, very useful class. The bad news is that there is a lot of stuff that happens in this class, and summer means that you've got to do one thing almost right on top of another thing. So if you're taking more than just this one class, you've really going to have to be disciplined this semester to stay active on this thing, to get stuff in. This class could be done by itself during the summer and take up a good bit of your time trying to do stuff. A lot of material, a lot of big assignments, any one of which, if you miss or if you don't do well on, is going to make it really tough to do the end of the semester project, which is the interviews. What I'm going to try to do every semester, because it's easy to get behind, it's easy to not be thinking big picture of what's next. Sometimes things that happen next week don't really come onto our radar because we've got so much going on, but if you're not doing particular things this week, you're not going to be ready next week. So I'm going to try to record these little videos every week so that it's available on your homepage and you can look at it first thing Sunday morning when you get up and get moving, to kind of refresh you on what your goals need to be this week and what you need to be looking ahead to next week. We are here now at the first week of the semester, and this week, if you take your syllabus and print out the back page with the little calendar, you'll be able to maybe skip these videos altogether, because I'm just going to look at the calendar on our syllabus and remind you what's coming up. This week, you need to spend some time looking through the syllabus. I'd encourage you to watch the syllabus video, and the videos are going to be a really critical part of this class to keep you informed of what's going on and what you need to know and when you need to know it. Watch the syllabus video. If you haven't had me before, watch the Meet Dr. Grimes video. And then look at Chapter 1. There's a PowerPoint out there. There's a video out there that you'll want to watch. And look at Chapter 7, the video and the PowerPoint out there, and be prepared for a quiz after you've looked at the Chapter 7 video. As I mentioned in my syllabus video, right now if you looked for the quiz on Chapter 7, you wouldn't see it because you've actually got to open the video before the quiz is triggered to come available. That doesn't mean you have to watch the whole video, but if you do watch the whole video, you'll be better positioned to take the quiz and do well. So make sure that you look at Chapter 1 video, Chapter 7 video, take the Chapter 7 quiz. You've also got to be getting with your partner the very first couple of days of class, because later this semester, between Saturday, July the 6th and Friday, July the 12th, the two of you will tag team or work together in conjunction to interview business communication students. And so the two of you have to compare calendars and see if you can come up with a list of 6, you may not need all 6, but we're going to identify them just to be safe, 6 days and times, 1 hour blocks. Most folks who do well on the interviewing project will do 1, maybe 2 in a day. It's tempting to say on Saturday I'm going to do all 6 of them, but you need some time in between them to kind of evaluate what's going right and what's going wrong and make adjustments. So maybe you've got 1 on Saturday and 2 on Monday and 1 on Tuesday and 1 on Wednesday and 2 on Thursday or whatever. But you've got to be able to give me by Sunday the 9th, which is just a couple of days from now, a list that you and your partner have agreed upon on what days and what times, and don't figure 30-minute, 40-minute. Schedule a 1 hour block of time, either from 11 to noon or from 6 to 7 p.m. or 6:30 to 7:30 or whatever it is, but an hour block of time. And you can have 2 of them back to back, 6 to 7 and 7 to 8. That's fine. But you need to allow about an hour. You might have some dead time at the end, and you've got some time to kind of chit-chat before your next call. But I need that list on Sunday the 9th so I can start building my calendar for the communication students. Beyond what you're doing this week, which is just kind of getting easy into the course, next week there are going to be 5 chapter lecture videos that you're going to need to watch. The first 3 of which deal with how to create a job description. And it's important that you go ahead and set your schedule now for next week, because you're really going to be ahead of the game if you can watch all 3 of those videos that I call Chapter 4A, 4B, and 4C in the Sunday, Monday time frame. After doing those videos, you're going to have to start working on a job description for a job that I give you, and that job description is due on Sunday the 16th. So, if you wait until late in the week to watch those videos, you've only got a couple of days to produce a job description, and that's a tall order. So be thinking now for next week, maybe Sunday, Monday, Tuesday at the very latest, have all 3 of those videos watched so that you can start, working on your job description, which is due by the very end of the day on Sunday the 16th. The last 2 videos, Interview 1 and Interview 2, start getting you thinking about what kinds of questions to ask and how to develop a tool that you can use to evaluate your interviewees as you go. They have 2 assignments that are due on the 23rd, so you got a little bit more time on those. So looking ahead to next week, again, there's 5 videos, Chapter 4A, 4B, 4C, and then you have a quiz after you've looked at all 3 of those Chapter 4 videos, and you have 2 videos related to interviewing. At the end of next week, the first of the updates is due. Basically, it's just a Dropbox with a Word document that kind of tells me how you're doing with your job description, what kind of problems and things you're running into, to give me just a feel for how well you're doing and how comfortable you are with it before the thing is actually due. That's a pretty good summary of what you've got for sure this week and how you need to be thinking ahead to next week so that you can plan your time right. And again, if you're taking more than just this one class, I know that you've got big things going on in those classes too. That's the downside of summer. We cannot skimp on our content just because it's a shorter time frame. We've got to cover 17 weeks of material in 7 weeks worth of class. And if you want to try to do more than one class, you got to be the grown-up enough person to be able to manage your time well, to get all of these things done and with the quality that you're hoping for. So that's all for now. I will have another video ready this time next week to come available on the 9th to remind you what's going on that week and to look ahead toward what's going on the week after that. Hope these things are helpful. Let me know if there's something that I can be doing in these videos that makes it easier for you or clearer for you, and I'll make some adjustments perhaps as we go. Keep in mind that I am recording these things in the early part of May, getting ready for a June class, so chances are I've already recorded the things for the rest of the weeks. By the time you see one, I will have recorded it a month earlier, but I can go back and re-record something if it's necessary. Hope that helps. Bye for now.